Hi, I'm Dan Buckle and I'm winemaker here at Domaine Chandon. So I head up the winemaking team here. We've got quite a few guys working here and we're making quite a lot of sparkling wine. That's what we do, Domaine Chandon. Yeah, I did my first degree in arts at Melbourne Uni, and I did my final honours here in on Dante's Inferno, and so medieval poetry. And I don't know how I quite got down that path, but it was something I was interested in at the time, and I was sort of following it through, and I was enjoying studying Italian. So yeah, by comparison, the wine world has it's a lot more practical and hands-on, and I think I'm better suited to that. What I love most about making wine is the seasons of it all, and you get a fresh go at it every year. So the years roll through, it's always changing. You get to make a thing that you can touch and hold, and there's a lot of physical in that. So I'm indoors and I'm outdoors, you're working with a whole bunch of great people. You get to meet a lot of good people too. So I like that it's always changing. It's not, I think I'd go insane if I was sitting behind a desk all day. I'm sorry to say there's no winemaking secret. We just try to do the best you can. I think it's important to be true to the grapes and where they come from, to really try to get something out of the land that is as authentic as possible, and to try to make that as good as possible. You have to love what you're doing, and you have to love what you're making, and you have to love even drinking it, and if you don't bring that commitment, then you're never going to get there. So you have to see wine, I think, as so much a part of your life that you can't resist giving it a lot of attention to detail and effort. And so it's not just a product. We're not making an industrial thing here. It's something that's much more, there's a lot more commitment and enthusiasm than that. The Yarra Valley is a fantastic place to make wine, and particularly at this point in time, there's a really dynamic and exciting bunch of people making wine here at the moment, and not just at Chandon, but through the whole Yarra Valley. There's a lot of experimentation, there's a lot of really edgy winemaking going on. There's some of the best Chardonnays in the country being grown here at the moment, and I think Shiraz or Syrah here is at a really exciting time because it's really innovative, and people are really not being too cautious anymore. They're trying stuff, and they're taking some wacky ideas and putting out these wines that have new and exotic aspects to them, and whether that's an interesting new blend or whether that's an old-fashioned winemaking technique or whether it's an entirely natural approach, or all these different angles to what's innovation in wine at the moment. And it's very much happening here in the Yarra Valley. So there's a heap of really excited young people doing cool things with grapes. On top of that, it's a beautiful place. So you can't complain about working in a really attractive environment. I think climatically it's really diverse, which is useful. Like the Yarra Valley is a relatively large region, and it straddles quite a number of different altitudes. So there's a lot of diversity here, and you can really grow unique and different wines across different spots. I really can't imagine what I'd be doing if I wasn't making wine. I think the seasonality of it, I'd really miss that. And making something you can touch and feel and hold in your hand, I think is really important. I really like cooking, but I'd never want to be a chef. They work terrible hours anyway. But what the chef's product is very short-lived kind of thing. It hits the table and it's consumed. Wines have a life, which is nice because you can enjoy them as they mature and see how they travel along. If there was no such thing as wine on this planet, I don't know what I'd be doing, but probably making drinks somewhere else, fermenting something.